What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to quickly touch on a common argument. Is a Scat Pack considered an SRT? Short answer, no, it is not. Even today, it is still not considered an SRT. And here's why. Obviously, I'm going to be talking about 15 and up Charger and Challengers. Yes, I know the SRT came out 08, I think, something like that. But I'm talking about when the Scat Pack came into play. So obviously in 15 is when they did the total redesign of the Charger and Challenger SRTs, actually all of them. And then in 16 is when they introduced the Scat Pack. Now, here are the main differences still today. And this is also why it's still not considered an SRT. So back in 16 when the Scat Pack came out, you could not option it like you can, like an SRT. Obviously the SRT came standard with, I'm just going to say, the Dynamics package. Even though it wasn't a package, it was standard. You got with the SRT, and you could not get this in the Scat Pack in 16. You got the bigger Brembos, SRT wheels, 275 Pirellis, active suspension, and leather. Now, still to this day, you cannot get, well, leather is not an option in the Scat Pack still to this day. It was an option on the SRTs. So technically to this day, Scat Pack is not an SRT for that simple reason, in my opinion. I know it's petty, but technically speaking, it is still not an SRT. So in 17 though, they introduced the Dynamics package on the Scat Pack. So in 17, you could almost option a Scat Pack identical to an SRT. The Dynamics package obviously consisted of the bigger Brembos, SRT wheels, 275 Pirellis, active suspension, but you could still not get leather in the Scat Pack. So after a couple of years of people spending money on the Scat Pack, optioning it almost identical to an SRT, spending $10,000 less dollars, Dodge phased out the SRT and just stuck with the Scat Pack in that 6.4 trim. So people were smart. They were basically getting SRT technology in a Scat Pack and saving buco bucks. So that is why they phased the SRT out, because they just weren't selling them. I mean, like I said, minus leather, you basically had an SRT and a Scat Pack. So hopefully this clears up some confusion. I'm sure it doesn't. But that is my take on why Scat Packs are still not SRTs to this day. Leather comes down to leather, believe it or not. But yeah, hopefully that helps anyone that is curious. And if not, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure there's people who disagree. But this is just strictly based off facts. So with that, we'll catch you on the next one.